Stop 7.
Now, taking in the vista of the female orphan school from the front, we can see from this vantage point just how imposing and impressive this building is. Despite construction issues with rising damp and periodic moments where the building was in dire need of repair, the school's imposing yet elegant appearance attracted a good deal of praise in the fledgling colony of New South Wales. Life at the female orphan school in the period from 1818 to 1850 was strictly structured. A uniform was designed for the girls to wear, which was to be suitable to their condition in life, both economical and plain in design. The girls' daily routine included training in gardening, cooking, domestic work, reading and writing. The girls practiced needlework by making their own clothes and by taking on sewing work from the public, work for which they received some payment. The girls were allocated time to play as well, and the small library was provided for older girls to use. One of the key variations for the girls at the school was in relation to the management, who at times were noted not to prioritise hygiene and good living standards. At times, up to 3 girls had to share beds, and living in cramped conditions, along with a limited understanding of hygiene at the time, meant that there were often outbreaks of illness, including deaths recorded from scarlet fever and measles. Reports from the 1800s also indicated infestations of insects and a range of diseases including inflamed eyes and what were termed eruptive diseases on the head. The time each girl spent at the school varied, although many were noted to only stay 1 or 2 years. Some of these were thought to have been sent to the school to ease the financial burden of their families when extreme financial hardship was experienced. Girls who displayed an aptitude for study alongside the desired traits of obedience and productiveness were often kept on at the school as servants or workers. A significant number of other girls, however, were destined for the domestic labour force of the colony. These girls, once trained at the school, were put to work for respectable families, and they were expected to leave the female orphan school by the age of 13 to take up their working positions. Restoration by the university from 2000 to 2013 has seen careful and methodical attention to detail in all aspects. The building's internal layout was preserved, and the walls and floors were kept intact as much as possible. Local materials were also sourced to complement the existing structure, and the internal colour schemes were designed to complement what remained of the original paintwork. The building is now home to the Whitlam Institute, the Whitlam Prime Ministerial Collection, and a range of gallery and exhibition spaces. The building you can now see on our left, Building ET, is a 2-storey building that was built at the stage when the site was a Protestant orphan school. It housed the master of the orphanage from around 1868 to 1870 and subsequently became the quarters for the medical superintendent of the psychiatric hospital in 1888. On our right, the small building that we can see down towards the river, EV, is referred to as the River Cottage. It was built after the female orphan school became a psychiatric hospital and was the residence for the hospital's chief attendant. Many original architectural features have been retained, including the redwood shingles and woodwork on the southern veranda. In front of this building, standing quite close to the female orphan school, is Building EZA, built in 1899 as the hospital's mortuary. You can see that it has been restored now. Interestingly, there are stories of this building being haunted. For example, a visitor who worked for the medical superintendent in the 1920s tells a story of the supposedly dead patient waking in the night and screaming to be let out. If you turn now, head straight down the old sandstone stairs and then follow the river to the left.